In the world of politics and economics, surprises are always happening. But when you talk about dramatic turnarounds, nothing beats the story of Donald Trump and Bitcoin. This guy, who once called crypto a big scam, is now one of its biggest supporters, paving the way for a historic shift in the industry. But the story doesn't start with Trump. It starts somewhere else entirely. Let's rewind a bit. At the end of 2021, the market was on top of the world. Bitcoin was over $67,000, and investors were feeling super optimistic. Everyone was talking about crypto like it was the future, and the big investors were all smiles. Then things took a turn. The Federal Reserve decided to raise interest rates pretty fast to get inflation under control. This one decision set off an economic storm. Investors started ditching risky assets, like crypto, and running towards safer investments. And with every move the Fed made, prices just kept dropping. While the market was crashing, some political punches landed, finishing off what was left of investor confidence. The Biden administration took a hard stance against crypto, and the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, led by Gary Gensler, started cracking down hard on the industry. Big companies started filing for bankruptcy. Celsius Network, which was managing billions of customer funds, froze withdrawals before collapsing completely. Then came the final blow. The collapse of FTX, one of the biggest trading platforms. The arrest of its founder, Sam Bankman-Fried, on fraud charges was like a formal announcement that trust in the market was gone. At the beginning of 2023, the big question on everyone's mind was, is this the end of crypto? Things looked bad. Bitcoin hit a low of just $16,600, and investors had lost over $2 trillion. The media was calling it crypto winter, and some people were saying it would never end. But in the middle of all this mess, there was one guy who saw things differently, Brian Armstrong. Armstrong, the founder of Coinbase, was watching everything unfold, but he wasn't giving up. In fact, for him, this wasn't a disaster. It was a massive opportunity. Unlike typical investors who panicked and bailed, Armstrong had a bigger vision. He didn't just see crypto as a financial bet. He saw it as a revolution, a force that could reshape the world. While others ran for cover, he doubled down. But in the middle of all this mess, there was one guy who saw things differently, Brian Armstrong. Armstrong, the founder of Coinbase, was watching everything unfold, but he wasn't giving up. In fact, for him, this wasn't a disaster. It was a massive opportunity. Unlike typical investors who panicked and bailed, Armstrong had a bigger vision. He didn't just see crypto as a financial bet. He saw it as a revolution, a force that could reshape the world. While others ran for cover, he doubled down. In September 2023, at the Masari Mainnet Conference in New York, Armstrong revealed his bold plan to revive the market. He said confidently, "The key is money. If we want to be real players in politics, we got to do what Wall Street and the oil and gas industry do. Money is what makes things happen in Washington." Armstrong started putting his plan into action. He announced that Coinbase would donate millions of dollars to create a crypto political action committee, PIC, called Fair Shake. The goal was clear: raise money to support politicians who were pro-crypto and fight against those who weren't. But it wasn't just about raising money. Armstrong was thinking bigger. By the beginning of 2024, the crypto industry had raised over $200 million. The money started flowing to politicians. Candidates who were against crypto, like Katie Porter and Jamal Bowman, found themselves facing tough campaigns funded by the industry. But it wasn't just about raising money. Armstrong was thinking bigger. In states like Ohio, millions were spent supporting pro-crypto candidates like Bernie Moreno and ousting opponents like Sherrod Brown. The results were incredible. The new Congress was filled with pro-crypto politicians. And for Trump, it was just a matter of time before he jumped on board. But it wasn't just about raising money. Armstrong was thinking bigger. Donald Trump has always been a pragmatist. He used to call Bitcoin a scam, but now he sees things very differently. The financial and political support he got from the industry was massive. The Winklevoss twins alone donated over $25 million to his campaign. But it wasn't just about raising money. Armstrong was thinking bigger. In his campaign speeches, Trump started talking positively about crypto. He even promised to fire Gary Gensler, the man leading the crackdown on the industry, and replace him with someone nicer to crypto. But it wasn't just about raising money. Armstrong was thinking bigger. After Trump won the 2024 election, the market saw an unprecedented boom. Bitcoin's price jumped to $88,000, with predictions that it would soon surpass $100,000. Crypto company stocks soared. Coinbase alone saw a 44% increase in its stock price, adding billions to Armstrong's personal wealth. Now, with a new administration in the White House and huge support from Congress, the crypto industry seems to be entering a new golden age. The lobbying groups are more powerful than ever, and politicians are beginning to realize that being anti-crypto could end their careers. Brian Armstrong is getting ready for the next phase. His plan isn't just to protect the industry, but to expand it into new areas, like smart contracts and decentralized finance. At the same time, Trump is pushing the idea of launching his own cryptocurrency called World Liberty Financial. Brian Armstrong is getting ready for the next phase. The story of crypto in recent years is a story of hope and determination. From the devastating crashes of 2022 to the huge comeback in 2024, everything was made possible thanks to the vision of leaders like Brian Armstrong and the political changes driven by Trump. But the question remains, can this boom last? Or will the crypto industry face new challenges in the future? In the end, only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, Bitcoin and crypto aren't just a fringe idea anymore. They've become an economic and political force that can't be ignored.